Hi. Um, wasn't prepared to record the video, obviously. Um, I would have, you know, put on a mask, you know. So it's Tuesday, October 6th, 2020. What a horrible year this is. Seriously. So I was having a lazy day. I'm enjoying some time off from work and was hungry. So I was like, what do I want to eat? And it's like, do I want McDonald's or do I want KFC? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm lazy and, I'm enjoying well deserved time off. So I was like, well, I'm going to have McDonald's for lunch and I'll have KFC for supper. And both of these places are walking distance from my house. So I literally was like, okay, I'm going to have McDonald's for lunch. So I went to McDonald's, grabbed a 20-piece chicken McNuggets, 2 apple pies, have some Coca-Cola in the fridge. And that was going to be my Tuesday afternoon. And, watch some various YouTube videos from Red Letter Media and other places. And then got a message from my roommate because I leave my phone at home a lot of times. I'm a grown up. I have willpower. I can go to work without my phone. I can go to places without my phone. So I came home and there's a message from my roommate informing me that he just heard that Eddie Van Halen had passed away. So I was like, what? And then I literally messaged him back, and then he came home briefly, and then he told me, and then I quickly went on Twitter and discovered that Edward Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen, obviously founding member of Van Halen, my favorite rock group of all time, my favorite group of all time. Anyone who's ever met me throughout my life, probably since I was a kid, like 1986 on, maybe, being a young kid, maybe, finally actually talking to other kids about stuff you like that wasn't Star Wars and G.I. Joe figures and stuff. Anyone who'd ever met me, and I say this, like, there's a couple things you'll take away from meeting me, regardless of where I was in my life, where we worked together, whether I was happy, whether I was sad, whether I was a good guy, whether I was a bad guy, going through various stages of my life. One of the few things you'd ever take away from meeting me, Reed, was that Van Halen was my favorite group of all time. Van Halen. It was all about Van Halen. And it's Van Halen. David Lee Roth Van Halen, Sammy Hagar Van Halen, Gary Cherone Van Halen. But, like, Van Halen. Van Halen was my number one favorite group. I listened to more Van Halen songs. I had Van Halen albums, tapes, cassette tapes, VHS, CDs, digital downloads. Van Halen is everywhere. I've seen them in concert, which was awesome. They're my favorite group of all time. And hearing that Eddie Van Halen passed away this morning at the age of 65, battling throat cancer, just devastating. 2020 is already such a horrible year for so many reasons. And over the last few years, there's been a lot of musical icons and artists, especially that I love, like Tom Petty, Chris Cornell, that have passed away, and it's the older we get, life keeps going, time passes by. These, people we grew up with as kids, I mean, they're, time catches up to everybody, and it just sucks that there isn't probably a day that doesn't go by that I don't think about Van Halen, and whether it's being on Twitter and arguing with, old white people, old white men who are like the worst rock fans on social media, arguing over who was better, David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar as the lead singer of Van Halen. It's Sammy Hagar. You can't even debate it, Sammy Hagar. But David Lee Roth was awesome. And Van Halen as a whole was awesome. And Eddie Van Halen was the greatest guitarist of our generation. and my favorite guitarist of all time, and his son Wolfgang shared the news this morning. Just devastating. I mean, Eddie Van Halen, 65, you know, one of the greatest hard rock groups of all time, one of the most influential groups of our generation, for sure. Van Halen, man. Fuck. Yeah, so I just wanted to quickly just say how, you know, this sucks, how sad I am, how, you know, yeah, this one hurts, you know, when icons, people we idolize, um, you know, that are important to us, when they pass away, or it sucks. And, you know, we probably weren't getting another Van Halen tour. We probably weren't getting another Van Halen album or anything, but just, that's not the kind of news you were expecting on a Tuesday afternoon with so much other bad news going on. So I just wanted to put this out, you know, because I haven't done a YouTube video in a while, and I had a couple YouTube videos planned. But yeah, like this one sucks. Condolences to his family, obviously, all of his family. Their Twitter's blowing up right now. There's, you know, condolences from, you know, everyone from Nikki Sixx to Gene Simmons to Billy Idol to Nickelback, Kenny Chesney. Eddie Van Halen influenced so many people to want to play guitar, and his accomplishments throughout music history are, you know, very well known, and he's an iconic rock superstar. He is one of those people you can point at and go, yep. You know, you could show a picture of Eddie Van Halen with his guitar, you know, maybe smoking a cigarette back in the 80s and everything, and a lot of people would be like, you know, there's not a lot of people out there where I think Eddie Van Halen is, you know, with his guitar, I think people would recognize who that was. You know, he had that kind of notoriety and you know, just, yeah. So, rest in peace, Edward Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen, greatest guitarist of all time. Another part of my childhood is passing away, and that sucks, and 2020 is brutal. So I just, yeah, I love Van Halen, yeah, you know, yeah. Rest in peace. Thank you for all the music, all the great memories, you know, all the great performances, all the great things he did, not just with Van Halen, but outside of Van Halen and everything. Yeah, so I just wanted to, you know, yeah. Thank you, Eddie Van Halen. Rest in peace. Thank you for everything. Cheers.